5 signs that you or someone around you may be having a stroke. This is very important to know because time is of the essence here and you may save someone's life. So please watch, share, take notes. Because of the rate this is happening, this is information you want to know. 1, a facial droop. If you look in a mirror or you notice when you're talking to someone and all of a sudden one side of their face, particularly their mouth, just droops like this is cause for alarm. It could mean that one of the arteries in their brain is blocked and this is a sign of it. Something you can do is ask them to smile. Grandma, smile. If she can only smile on one side, it'll look something like this. Call 911. Number 2, one-sided arm or leg weakness. Arm just limp. You can't write. You notice all of a sudden the person you were kicking it with is dragging their left foot. These are things that you're really going to have to be aware of because it is so wild what people won't even pick up in themselves. Folks will be walking around arm completely unfunctional. It takes a family member to notice that something ain't right. If you notice that a leg is not moving how it should be, it's time to call 911. Next, changes in speech and not just slurred speech. A lot of times people lock in on the slurred speech and they think that if you're having a stroke, you got to be talking like this. No. Technically, any change in speech can be a stroke. If they stop speaking at all, you're finding it hard to understand them. They're not using appropriate words. They're not able to understand you. You're talking to them and they're like, it could be a stroke. Even word salad, what's they're called? Bimp, ball, shoe, very, dress. And you're like, what did Grandpa just call me? Being able to catch differences in people's speech could save a life. Call 911. Now let's get into some symptoms, shall we? Things you may feel next. Dizziness. Your aunt had to sit down because she is just dizzy. Now, dizziness can be a tough one because it's not always stroke, but if you're experiencing severe dizziness that came out the blue, time to have that checked out because strokes in a certain part of the brain can lead to unsolvable dizziness. How do you spot dizziness in somebody else? Watch their balance. All of a sudden, day walking like they drunk. It might be time to get them to some emergency services. Next, blurry vision. Now, I'm not talking about the blurry vision where it's time to see an eye doctor. You've been looking out of some cloudy glasses. You got some cataracts that you know you need to take care of. I'm talking about all of a sudden you get up and you see this. Don't make any excuses. I need you to get in front of a doctor ASAP. Why am I making a big deal about this? That's because some strokes are reversible. The more time you run around with these symptoms and these signs, the more brain you lose and the more likely that damage is forever damaged. You literally have minutes to get into an emergency room so that they can start the clock on some treatment that can dissolve that clot. I see patients come in 1, 2, 3 days later, and yeah, we confirm it's a stroke, but we can't do anything about it. So if you notice any of these subtle changes, I need you to do this. Be fast, save a brain, change a life. Toodles.